Dogs. That creature currently sprawled across your couch, possibly snoring, definitely shedding. It used to be a wolf. Not your specific dog, obviously, but somewhere between 20 and 40,000 years ago, wolves and humans struck up what might be the most successful partnership in history. And we're still not entirely sure who made the first move. The leading theory is that wolves basically domesticated themselves. Picture this. Early humans sitting around their campfires tossing out scraps and bones. Some wolves were bold enough to creep closer while others stayed back in the shadows. The brave ones got fed, the skittish ones didn't. Over generations, the friendlier wolves thrived around human settlements, and humans realized these animals could be useful for hunting, guarding, even for companionship. Natural selection did its thing, and suddenly you've got proto-dogs wagging their tails and looking at humans with those eyes we still can't resist. The genetic evidence suggests dogs split from wolves tens of thousands of years ago, making them our oldest domesticated animal. And then humans got really creative. Once we figured out we could shape dogs through selective breeding, we went absolutely wild with it. Need something to herd sheep? Here's a border collie with an obsessive work ethic. Want to hunt badgers in underground tunnels? Meet the dachshund, basically a dog stretched on a rack. Looking for a lap warmer that looks vaguely like a mop? Allow us to introduce the Shih Tzu. But this partnership was never just utilitarian. Dogs became woven into our lives in ways that went far beyond their jobs. Take Greyfriars Bobby, the Skye Terrier who spent 14 years guarding his owner's grave in Edinburgh after the man died in 1858. 14 years. The dog became so famous that he got his own statue, and his story tells us something important. We've been forming deep emotional bonds with dogs for as long as we've had them. Or consider Laika, the Soviet space dog who became the first animal to orbit Earth in 1957. She was a stray from the streets of Moscow, selected because scientists figured strays were already tough survivors. Sadly, her mission was one way. She died within hours from overheating and stress. And while her sacrifice advanced space exploration, it also sparked global debate about how we treat animals. Laika's story is bittersweet, but it shows us how dogs have been beside us even in our wildest ambitions, literally going where no animal has gone before. What's remarkable is that this partnership changed both species. Dogs evolved to read human facial expressions and gestures better than any other animal, even great apes. They developed those expressive eyebrows that make them look perpetually concerned about your feelings. We're not imagining it. The muscles that let dogs raise their inner eyebrows evolved specifically because humans kept selecting the dogs that looked at us with those soulful, pleading expressions. And humans changed too. We structured our lives around these animals. We bred them, fed them, built or purchased our homes with them in mind. Some archaeologists argue that the dogs may have even helped us outcompete Neanderthals by making us better hunters and providing extra security. My wife and I have had dogs since we were married, and cats, and hamsters, also fish, and bunnies. We had 2 kids, so that kind of goes with the territory. Our current doggo, Millie, is everything we could have wanted, and I just hope our creaky old joints can keep up with her for at least a few more years. So the next time your dog is hogging the bed or begging for scraps at dinner, remember, this is a relationship some 30,000 years in the making. From ancient wolves at the edge of firelight, to space travelers, to devoted companions who'll wait at a grave for over a decade, dogs haven't just been along for the ride in human history. They've helped write it. And in return, we gave them chair legs to gnaw on and an endless supply of treats. Not a bad deal for either side, really. So that's another video in the can. If you found this informative or interesting, please consider liking and subscribing down below. And remember, be excellent to each other.